Welcome everybody. This video, we're gonna talk about the Japan new Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi or Takaichi Sanae. Let's call her Sanae because I feel like that way it's kind of more because Takaichi is like the family name. Sanae is like her name. So Sanae just won the elections, as you probably already know, on August 4th. Yep, August 4th, which is like around a week and a half, which is probably gonna like become like officially become the new prime minister. Remember, if I remember correctly, it's gonna be today. So, all right, let's hear about all of that. Today, we're gonna talk about Sanae, and I don't want my video to be too politics related. I mean, it can be related, but like I don't want it to be like way too politics. Mainly gonna talk about the economy and the stock market, which the new prime minister kind of shake the stock market quite interestingly. Let's see this Nikkei 225. If you don't know what that is, it's basically the index for Japanese stock market. Nikkei 225, and when she confirmed that she won the election on October 4th, you see what happened? The stock immediately rose from 45,000 to literally 78, around 78, and it reached highest as a few days ago and 48.5 thousand. And this is interesting. This is interesting because by just the new president, and I mean not president, prime minister, the stock literally rose like this. You may think like it's not a big thing or anything, because like in the U.S. like it earlier this year or last year when Trump won the election, the stock market literally going crazy. But in Japan, stock market is more of the like defensive strategy, more like conservative. They don't really move so much. There's they lightly move, but it's more stable. And we're gonna talk about this because 70, 70, I mean 40, sorry, 47, 48,000. It hits the Nikkei highest in Japan history, because Japan's stock market have reached close to this back in 1990. In Japan 80s, in the prime Japan, the W, like the highest their economy have ever been, and then before the bubble they hit like 38, around 40, 38, and it haven't recovered ever since for like how many years, 20, 30 years, and it just hit back the highest again, hit back for the 40 again in just last year, like summer last year. And it's summer last year, and it's hit and it down again, and it's kind of rose up. Yeah, it hit like here and it down and it rose up again. Ever since I started living in Japan from last year, I seen this the market, the economy have not been let's say like last year have not been performing very good, but the stock market is still rising and keep rising. Yeah, I believe this bump here is like the central bank, they increased the interest rate, and it's just down and it's down again. I'm not sure what happened here. Even though the market performs overall keep rising, the economy have not been that good. The pricing stuff have been increasing. Prices have been inflated. You have to understand that Japan interest rate have been negative since forever. They have been negative since forever. That means they're almost non inflation at all. ever since here, you can see like point two, even like negative number happens, 0.4, 1%, 1%. It's barely moved. And then the COVID hit just kind of rose a little bit. And when the COVID stopped, and it still rose, and this rose harder because of the interest rate increase. The price of the stuff that people bought and the groceries have been increased, the gas increase, the grocery increase, the shopping increase, stuff like that. And we're gonna talk about what is the reason that why people go kind of interesting about her, like 4%. The market kind of act positive about her. One of the main reason that most likely, but it's my opinion, so listen carefully, is because of the former prime minister, the Ishiba Shigeru. The thing is, people don't really like him because the economy have been bad during his term. The old people haven't receiving the pensions as good. But the thing is, it's not really his fault. I think he just got like really, really unlucky into the Japan economy because Japan have not been increased so much, have not been increased, if say like at all. It's literally, you can see this scar like 1.3, 1.4%. And because it doesn't increase at all, it's like a bubble, another bubble that one day the price gonna be keep rose because it haven't been like this before. The interest rate have been down, have been very, very low, negative, and now that it's getting positive, the price gonna be skyrocketing. And from now on, the price still gonna be rising, I believe. And because of the price rising that, people just blame, because like Japanese people in general, they don't really care or like have interest in politics. When they see the politics, because like the economy bad, because the government not doing a good job, and when saying into it, the government, the only name that could possibly come up is like the prime minister name, which is the Shigeru guy. So people just hate him because he doesn't have like a clear solutions, something like that. He doesn't have a plan. He make the economy bad. He rise up the price, which is like, it might be his fault, and but it's not completely his fault. He just got unlucky during his term. That's why the market respawn, just like literally just increasing like a 2,000 yen just because of the new prime minister. You might say like 5% is nothing more. The stock price literally rose and down more, fluctuate more than that in a day. That's not the thing for Japan. As I say, Japan is more stable, and the shift like this don't really happen, especially in the index of the whole stock market. Let's talk about the second thing. Sanae, the current prime minister, she said that she's a very hard working woman. She said that she's gonna throw out away the word a life balance and work for her life to, I don't know, to like make the future brighter, something like that. I don't really remember the whole thing, but like she just says something like she's not gonna get a good life balance. She's gonna work and work, which is interesting phrases. The thing is, as much as people support her, there's still people that not support her as much, with kind of controversy. That's kind of normal because like there's competitions, there's elections go up there. There are gonna be people like her and people don't like her. The second thing about her is she say like she gonna improve the economy, improve the military defense. She's gonna spend more budget into the military defense and allow the American weapons in Japan territory, which is never have been done since I don't know, quite a while. Because like Japan is a very peaceful. After the war, they don't want any war at all. They don't want to. They want to get related to war and any kind. And by doing this, when Baishi said that she's gonna increase the defense, you know what's that gonna happen? The Japan peaceful country gonna become more of the powerful side. And she seems like she want to like lead Japan into like a more powerful appearance. But that result I'm not sure how much you know like these war things, how sensitive it is, because like by doing so, like China not gonna like it, other country not gonna like it, China not gonna like it, North Korea not gonna like it, and South Korea not gonna like it, and it's gonna increase the tensions in this area. And again, as much as I watch her so far, I I don't really know how much she know about this stuff. Just hopefully she know what she doing. She's of course gonna know what she's doing, but like hopefully she's not doing something too flashy. Yeah, let's say that. And the third thing, the future. How she's is the market after this? Because she's gonna being as a prime minister for a guarantee another 3 year. So is that a good thing for us? First thing first, one of her main agenda is to is anti the foreign immigrant. Japan's populations have been declined, and they somehow need to prevent that. And one of the solutions is to get the foreign immigrants. With that much of the foreigners coming in, people in Japan, I don't know, I believe like people in Japan, they as much as they see foreigners, they don't really get too used to the foreigners. And some of the foreigners, I must say that they're not very they might don't know the culture and stuff. They might do something that's not very appropriate for the Japanese side will. So that's maybe understandable. But the thing is, the Senate states that we should go back to zero and get the immigrants that coming in right now come back to zero. And that one of her main agenda, because Japanese people, as I said, they're very tired of foreigner, and she just took that opportunity to like make her main agenda and say like, oh, if you choose me as a prime minister, as a leader, we're gonna like prevent, not gonna let that much of the immigrants, or like we're gonna make it very very strict, something like that. Basically, the anti foreigners, which me myself as a foreigners that live in Japan, might have a little bias against her because she's kind of against that. So I may have bias here. And from now, the Japan future, is the price going rising up? She said like she's gonna keep the price of the stuff down, and as I seen like Japan have been in the increasing inflation rate from 4 years ago. They want to decrease. They wanted to decrease the grocery or the overall stuff down, but that's not really how things works. And the thing is, if they're gonna lose the stuff down, that's gonna cause the deflations. And deflations is not good. It's much worse than inflation. The thing is, as a normal citizens, they don't know that. They don't know that. They just see things as they want the things to, you know, stay as they are, and want the best thing for himself in their point of view, which is understandable. But the thing is, that's not gonna be the greatest thing. There's a report from government that they say gonna increase the stuff from next month. I think I'm not really sure, but they're gonna increase stuff for like a interesting amount. But as far as I'm concerned, one of the things that price going insane from last year is the rice. The rice, you might have heard it, but the rice have been going insane, like almost like 150% increase price from the original price. Some of the rice price have been decreasing, not the sum, but like overall. But some of the price have been decreasing in the price of in the rice price, which is pretty interesting, because like they just announced that the price of the stuff gonna be increased, and now the rice price is down, and we're just gonna see what's gonna happen. We're gonna stuck with this the Sanae-san for a while now, or a bit while, So I will update if she make a new agenda or she make the new interesting policy and anything like that. We're gonna come back and see that. Donald Trump gonna come to Japan in, I believe, like late October, late this month. So we might gonna make a video about that too. But he gonna talk with her and stuff like that. So that's it for today. Bye bye.